I was gonna try to film today while we were doing our work here at the cabin, but frankly, I wasn't here very much of it. I was giving counsel and direction and moving on to other things that I was doing, so I had the boys doing a lot of the work here. But we got everything ready for door and window now. We had to pull the deck off of here, get it slid back, and then put the OSB on that end to get it buttoned up, and then TIVEC everything or house wrap everything so that it was all covered, and then we could put the deck back on. So we just finished that. It's a little bit bunched right at the eaves there just because this is a 9-foot roll and we're only at 8 feet there, so I'll end up trimming that up a little bit when I get going up that side to do the window. I'll trim that off and get it up into place where it should be. We're finally to the point where we can get the window installed, and then we can get the door mounted in here. Once those are both on, then I'll pull this door out and this window out so that we can get started reframing where this window is going to go. It's going to go in this end wall. All right, let's go bring that thing in. If we got everything right, it'll just fit right in. Yep, loading. If we didn't, then we're gonna have to monkey around with it. Hopefully it's pretty close. We'll get it in through the door here. We get it in here and kind of stood like sideways in this space. That way we can take the framing off of the front because they're screwed in from the sides. And then we can bring it around and try to fit it in there carefully together. Just make sure you're not too high. Should just fit through the rough opening. Put your hands. Okay. And then set your end down.
Okay. I gotta get my hand out.
Okay. Come up. It's easy. And then come toward me. Take it on this hook rack. Okay. Take that outside loading. Kind of pivot here, and I'll try to bring it around, and I'll try to work from that side. And then we're gonna have to just get it rotated. Like that. Okay, now bring it around small. I'll just come back here for a minute, but I can skinny between the studs.
There we go.
Okay, push in. In.
Missed the hole.
Okay, push it in on the bottom. Too far.
Yeah.
What? It looks like it's still laying way back, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It had legs on the back. Maybe it just hasn't set down in yet. Boy, that is so close to right on. Yeah, that'll be nice. That'll work out just fine. Screw up this side.
Mark just wants to make our pipes look prettier, so he's putting nail polish on them. For those who don't know what's happening, it's just nail polish.
To be fair, I think it's actually the equivalent of nail polish remover. Gotta have them look nice when we're in there.
Yeah.
Purple is a nicer color than plain white, I guess.
Yeah. We're going for the grape vibes.
Yeah.
See, now we're going for that cosmic look, the blue.
Oh.
Things are going to be looking so fabulous.
cool color tie-dye.
Cool color tie-dye. Yeah.
Okay. This first bit of our stack.
Look at that butte.
Uh-oh.
Look at that mess.
Look at that hot damn mess.
Wow. I'm so glad Mark also wanted to give our deck a beautiful pedicure.
It's a booby trap for anybody walking around out here. Watch this.
Cow. That's what this channel's about. Learning from our mistakes.
Learn from your mistakes.
Wow.
Close the dang lid.
Mark gives the pipe some hugs.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I've got just a little bit of a downward rotation on that so that it's in.
And this is for potato launcher?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, we're awfully close to potato launcher. Oh. And somewhere here we're gonna stop. Get too carried away.
Oh, we have all of the piping done. Just how do we get it under the house?
Hope we got things lined up. I'm gonna put the 90 on here, but I don't want to put that on here yet because we're gonna have differences to work with. One more.
Uno mas.
Yep. Okay. Ta-da! Now we can go underneath the house and monkey around.
Yeah, that saw us moving so slow.
I don't want to have to go all the way down to the creek to get a little 6-inch piece of pipe.
Another one.
You know that screw that you handed me
Yeah.
earlier? I'm going to grab that and the nut driver for it, and I'll just put a screw in here and I can hang it, and that way then it'll cast line. So we need to come here and over. Let's put that one on next, I think.
Do you think Mom needs saving right now?
Saving?
Saving, yeah. Your princess?
Oh my goodness, is that a Mario reference again?
Yeah. From Turtles? I don't know.
She's at work, she's fine. What do you mean?
She might need saving. Got a shell.
Must be somewhat of a turtle or something. It does have a shell. Yeah, it's got the right amount of slope there. See that? Dry fit this a little bit for a minute. I figured we would point this by the clean out and then put a 45 run down the side of the clean out. Something. Well, this is gonna be a real rough shot. I think we're gonna be okay. We're gonna say there.
Another, again, like, this is perfect. First try again. The clearly cut.
Got it, first try.
First try. Yeah, that's no difficulties at all.
Okay, and then I think we'll put another one back here and one here and over there. Just pretty much anywhere we can. Okay. All right, we got that all secured underneath there and supported, and we still got to insulate all that, and I probably need to build down a little bit to encase those, just to keep them from being exposed to the elements and having any rodents or birds or anything resting on them and stuff. All right, so we've got the toilet roughed in for a 10-inch rough in. I had to do 10-inch instead of 12 because our joist is right at the edge. And then our shower is in, and the underneath drain work is connected. Still need to open up this wall to be able to get the vent going up and a few of those kind of things, and connect the vent down into that stack and those couple things. But we'll get there. Now that we have this in here, we can get the door installed. And once that's installed, everything is dry here. So now we can, and like secure and sealed. This window is going to move over to this wall here. So we're going to have to frame in an opening for it to fit into there. And it's a 4 foot by 4 foot. So it'll be really nice, like indirect light coming in. This door is going to have to go to storage for a minute. We'll put it in another addition on the back of the shop. So we'll have it there, but that way then we can get this part reframed. We've got the two headers over the door and the window, and I want to take all that out, and I want a full beam from this side of the window all the way across to that side so we can open this whole wall up into that space. That's kind of the layout plan, so that this will become one space, and that's where we'll put the kitchenette in here. And then we'll have the bathroom back there with the washing machine just outside the bathroom right there, and then kind of kitchenette here. So the other kind of crazy part with this is, you know, we're doing this, and it's almost like doing a reno and living in your reno when you're doing it, because we still have to use this room in this building, and this is our main like bathhouse, you know, so we have our laundry and our shower in here. And so we're trying to get everything prepared in here so that when it's time, we can disconnect, reconnect, and still function with some of this. So it's just a matter of playing the balance game of which tasks to do when, so that you can maintain a access and usability. I've just been kind of running around a little bit for a minute, but I went up to the shop to check the door for this, and I'm just not satisfied with the finish. The one side had a couple of spots that didn't look like it quite coated fully, and so you could almost kind of see color, the white primer through it. And then the other side had some inconsistencies in the finish that happens from, like, when you're using spray cans. It's hard to keep a wet edge and have enough volume to keep a wet edge on that much surface area, but so it has almost a little bit of streaking in the finish. So I wasn't satisfied with it, and what I decided is I went ahead and took a minute and hit it with some steel wool to just lightly buff it, and shot a new coat on the one side, and I'm going to let that sit overnight. I'll shoot the other side tomorrow. But what that means is I'm at least 4 or 5 days before putting this door in, and that's kind of the rub of this. I don't want to have to stall on this project, because we've got good momentum going and we're doing some good things, and I want to keep going with some of this. But I don't want to take this door and window out without having this door closed. You know, we have our laundry in there and stuff. I just don't want to have the opportunity for critters coming in and out. I think what I'm going to do, this door's got to come out anyway. It's the same frame opening as this one. So I think I've decided, now that I have to repaint that other door, that I'm going to go ahead and remove this door and stuff it in the hole here, just temporarily. I'll just take it out, stab it in the hole, and have it here. And then that'll buy me the 4 or 5 days cure time that I need on that paint to make sure that it cures up really nice and hard. Nothing worse than taking a door too early, or any kind of situation when you're painting, and having that paint still be just somewhat soft because of the cure time. And when it's up against the door seals like this, those little door seals will leave a hell of an impression in the surface of that paint if it's not completely cured. So okay, some of the nails cut real easy and some of them don't. Well, I guess that's not going to stay together anyway. Well, maybe. Oh, I think we got it. Yep. Okay. All right. I think if I just screw it in for now, that'll make sure, it's going to make sure that it holds solid and doesn't try to fall away out of there for us. And makes it easy for us to get it back out when it's ready. So try to get it at least relatively level so it opens and closes well. I like those screws, but dang, they're a one-time use. Not quite, but it's close enough. Look, it's gonna work for now. Gonna work for now. Back in business.